Hello brother, welcome back to another video in my car. I know you are liking this and appreciate some of you leaving comments. Very grateful for all that, making sure that I keep going in this, and I will keep going for you. I will keep putting more value, as much value as I can, in this personal development and fitness journey, because you can never get enough value. You just want more, even like reminders of what you already know. But before we waste any time, let's get right into this topic, right? If you are like me, you tend to plan a detailed morning routine at night or maybe a couple of days before, but in the morning of you starting that routine, you don't actually end up doing it. Instead, you end up sleeping in and still running behind, and you go in this loop of starting and failing, and it feels like a rut, right? And today, that's what I want to discuss with you. Because the more we dwell on us failing every morning routines we tried, the more it seems like we can't reach it. We can't get that ideal morning routine, which is true to me, at least. Every time I just shit on myself for saying, damn bro, like, you're not doing it again, the more I actually don't make the progress. Whereas where I started self-accepting that, you know what, there's more to it than a morning routine that I need to work on and understand. And that's when I started making progress, small but surely progress on my morning routines. Because, as we grow, our morning routines grow. As life changes, the morning routine has to change as well. This took me many failures until I finally came to a realization and accepting that I should stop comparing myself to someone that recommends you a morning routine who's been doing it consistently for a while now. And as well as stop comparing myself to the people I look up to, like Danco, Alex Hermosi, Chris Cavallini, and many more, that they have this morning routine that they built for years, months, or even decades. Obviously, I don't know how they started, but I can tell you that it wasn't as perfect as you probably think it is in the beginning, because we all start somewhere, and we tend to have an ideal, for us to have the ideal morning routine, it has to be such a perfect that it leads to no action and us just being mad at ourselves for not being able to do it. So today I want to share you what I've learned so far in this journey of my building a perfect morning routine, because I realized that rushing your mornings, I don't know if you realize this yet, but rushing your morning leads to the day feeling rushed. It's like, you sleep in and you're like, oh man, and you're running behind in the morning, and then at work you feel like you're already behind even though you're not. But it's like you have this feeling of feeling behind, even transiting, and even after the day's already, your work's already done, it feels like you're just trying to catch up with what you missed out on, or you're behind on something. I don't know, it's hard to explain it, but this took me many times to realize that it really does. And I heard it from someone, and I still did it for a couple of months. But then once I started taking it easy in the morning and having at least 10 minutes of just calm, without the phone, without the distractions, and just taking my time, I felt that throughout the day, even when stress comes, I'm much more relaxed and not rushing through, just getting it done. I'm more present and more intentional. So let's get right into the things that the tips or advice that I'm gonna share with you. So the first one is wake up on your first and only alarm. I know this, you know what I mean? If you're like me, you're probably setting up alarms, 10 alarms in the morning, maybe more, right? And this is just a hot take for me. I find that if I set so many alarms in the morning, I know I'm cooked, because I know I'm gonna snooze on all of them, honestly, on all of them. And the reason why you should only set a one alarm, because that you have to wake up to it. Whereas if you have multiple, you're like, yeah, I can rely on not sleeping in because I know the other alarms are waiting for me, right? And this leads to just you oversleeping so much more. So I find that I find that when I stop setting so many alarms and just one, I'm able to actually wake up, because I know if I don't, I'm a deep sleeper. I'm just gonna sleep through it, and I'm gonna be much behind because I made that mistake before. I did sleep in, and it's one of those failures that you kind of have to go by yourself, like experience it, so that you know next time you won't do it. The second one is, whenever you're building a morning routine, allow 5 to 10 minutes extra time, right? This goes to maybe not just your morning routine too, but specifically for your morning routine. Let's say you meditate for 10 minutes, right? Instead of you planning it at night or the day off or whatever, instead of just saying from 4 a.m. to 4:10, meditate 10 minutes. You're only giving yourself 10 minutes. You're giving it too short. Whereas if you give at least 20 minutes, I prefer giving myself 10 minutes of extra time, so that, you know, when you sleep in or things happen, you have much more time and you don't feel behind already. So setting that 10 minutes, so 10 minutes meditation becomes, I put that in my time as 20. And then reading and journaling, usually that takes me maybe 3 minutes. I keep it short, 5 minutes, but I give myself 10 minutes, so that when you're done with that, you're not like, okay, I gotta do that now I gotta do this. Does that make sense? I'm sure that makes sense to you, right? And you probably do it too, where you're structuring it into every minute, and that leads to a failure. I don't know, that to me to realize this, I had to go through it, many failures. So I'm saving you. If you are listening, hopefully you really do this. So allow yourself to have a leeway. The third one is, see your first day as a starting point, your day one, right? Don't try to do too many things at once. You can't expect to have a perfect, successful morning routine if your first day starting a morning routine already have 10 lists of meditate, cold shower, journal, read a book, go for a walk, go for a jog. It's such a recipe for a disaster. You know what I mean? Like, you're building it. Like, you can't, this is going back again to what I said earlier. You really can't compare yourself to someone else. You just need to compare you to the day, to the old self, to your yesterday self. You know what I'm saying? Like, the progress you're making today. No, yesterday, that you're already not even 1% better, but 0.5% better. It's already good enough, you know? So set it up to where you commit to one thing, at least, only, starting in your morning routine, that, you know, without your phone. But yeah, I might be confusing you on that. So instead of waking up at, let's say you want to wake up at 4 a.m., but you usually wake up at 6, try and wake up at maybe 20 minutes earlier than 6, or even just 10 minutes, and start from there. You can't expect yourself to be perfect starting at 4 a.m. right away. It's gonna be you're gonna feel so much more resistance, to where if you just give yourself 10 minutes of time to, without your phones, like I said, I'm repeating this again, without your phone, just you you're slowing down. You're not like rushing right away. Just slow it down for the next 10 minutes and do that. Read a book, or do that the most important thing that you want to get done in the morning, to build that, your core for your morning routine. It's different for anyone. To me, it's either cold shower or meditation. Those are the two base for me. And let's say you want to read a book, right? Commit to just 1 minute of reading. I know 1 minute is a long time. And if you're being intention with it and reading it actually like word by word, you can get a message or something. You can get the message across, or what the author is trying to tell you on those 1 minute. You know what I mean? Like, you don't, because some people, think reading, you have to read as fast as you can and get the book done. No, it's about just soaking in the information and actually putting it into practice. Putting it into practice instead of just constantly. So just start with literally 1 minute and commit to not missing 2 days in a row. And you know, because you, instead of building a perfect morning routine, it's about just starting a momentum of not quitting what you wanted to start. And that's a better thing than, you know, a perfect morning routine, because that perfect morning routine will not come if you keep quitting after 2-3 days. It just, you know, it's just a process of starting, failing, and it's not really a good thing. And last but not the least, the last thing I want to talk about too is maybe consider do a sequence. The last thing I want to talk about is maybe sequence, like once you built that morning routine, is to do things differently every morning, right? So let's say my morning routine, my morning routine is that I really commit to not missing is meditate, read, and cold shower. So day one could be like, once you built it, try to do it in a different sequence is what I'm saying. So today, let's say you're doing a cold shower starting, and then meditate after that, and then read. Next time you can do meditate, cold shower, and read. Or the next time you can do read, cold shower, and meditate. You know what I mean? It's, you're not doing the same thing. Because to me, I personally like change, like not the same one every time. So what works for me is if I do things just a little bit different, even just one in the morning, it's what works for me in the long term. And it might as well for you. But yeah, that's all I really have for you today on that. So what I talked about is wake up on your first and only alarm. Second is allowing yourself to have 5 to 10 minutes extra from that task, the routine you're trying to do, each routine. Third is seeing it as a starting point, your day one, not a perfect structured already. And the last one is sequencing it so that it's different, a little different every day. And yeah, so recently also I want to share with you, so that's all I really have for you today. That's the message I'm trying to get across. But if you want to stay, there's a couple of things I want to just talk about. Recently I decided to create a workout plan, a 5-week workout plan. I'm still in the process of making it. It takes 55 minutes ideally, so that because I'm trying to get shredded this summer, or lean. And you know, for those people that wants to join me, for the other brothers that wants to join me, you know, let me know if you are interested, because it's coming soon. I will be posting it more hopefully, but I just need to get it done first. And yeah, I hope you really like this video. And yeah, you should really check out my Discord community if you are someone who wants to start a push-up journey, where we do 10 push-ups. I do 10 push-ups a day, and other people that wants to do it too, they do 10 push-ups with me. You know, it's something that it's small, that you can't, like, you know, you can't skip 2 days doing 10 push-ups. It only takes under 30 seconds of your time. But yeah, there's a community, should be linked down below. And yeah, that's all I really have for you today. I hope you took something out of this video, you liked this video, and let me know if there's any topic you want me to cover. And that's all I really have for you today. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, I don't know, afternoon. But yeah, brother, I'll see you again soon. I'm pretty proud of myself being consistent now. Hopefully get them ball moving more. Yeah, bye for now.